back. The Indian consulate in Seattle has assured the family of deceased Indian student Jahanvi Kandula that justice will be ensured. The Indian consulate says they have raised the matter strongly with local authorities, including Seattle police, for appropriate redressal. The case has now been referred to Seattle City Attorney's Office for review. The Seattle Police's administrative investigation is still underway, and the Indian government says it is monitoring the progress of this case. Remember, the police officer Kevin Dave, who ran over Jahanvi and killed her, was allowed to go scot-free. The body cam footage recorded another officer laughing and joking about the girl's demise. The King County Prosecutor's Office said that it lacked the sufficient evidence required to prove beyond reasonable suspicion that Dave acted with criminal negligence. And joining me right now is Ashok Sajjanhar, former diplomat. Sir, welcome to NDTV. My first question is, we have been tracking this. We have been talking about this case for some time. What I want to ask you is about the insensitivity in this case, and that is something that has triggered a lot of response. Could this have been dealt with a little differently?
Thank you very much. And, let me first of all compliment and congratulate NDTV for taking up this issue. It's a people's issue. It is an issue that affects the thinking and the manner in which the Indian community that is based in the United States, and in fact not only in the United States, all over the world, as to how they respond to issues of this nature that take place in their communities. Of course, when you say that, could it have been done differently? I think it could have been done very differently, because the whole issue, in my view, has been dealt with by the Kings County Police in a very casual manner, in a very insensitive manner, and without having any regard as to what the impact of the decision is going to be on the immigrant community. And it's not only the Indian immigrant community, but the other immigrant communities also. Meaning, it's mentioned that, he did not, the police officer who was going on another drug overdose call, that he did not, act with criminal negligence. I don't think it is anybody's case that he intently or intentionally acted in a criminal manner. But of course, his actions were rash, were irresponsible, and they were very, very, he and his colleague, the manner in which they spoke about this, it was very, very insensitive. And the message that it sends out to the people at large is that the local police authorities are not concerned about the welfare and the security and safety of the ordinary people, when they are laughing and they're saying, in any case, she is dead. In any case, she was of no use to the society. She was just 23 years. I think this is horrific. This is totally unacceptable. And I'm very happy that our Consulate General has taken up the issue and has brought to the attention of the law enforcement authorities, who have been compelled to have another look at it. And I do hope that justice will be done to the family. And I think it will be justice that will be done to the law enforcement within the United States, because the message it will send out will be a very good one, that the law authorities, they take the security and safety of the people of the immigrant communities seriously, and are willing to take action if there is if they notice that the laws have not been followed fully, completely.
Right, sir. And there is one very important point that you made about the effect that it might have on the Indian community. I want to ask you, there are many who want to go to the US and make a future for themselves. What would you tell them? And how can the US, as a state that takes a lot of pride in its judicial system, course correct this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the United States justifiably takes pride in its law enforcement system. But then we have seen so many cases in which it is the white police officers and the manner in which they are acting against the black community, their own community, American community there, as also the colored community of other countries who are living there. I think they don't set a very good example. By and large, they might be acting fairly and justly, but even a few cases of this nature, they send out a very wrong message. So I think this course correction by the local authorities is very important. And
Yes,
to
sir.
respond to the question that you asked, I think our people need to be very careful, need to be very vigilant, need to be very mindful of their own rights and be willing to work together to protect their own rights. Like I think in the present case, the Indian government, the Indian consulate general, and of course the Indian community, all of them have come together
Right,
to
sir.
ensure that justice is done to the family of the unfortunate deceased Janvi Kandula.